Today we have the residents of Gurgaon Sector 71 who complain that even though they have paid crores in external development charges since 2009, they continue to live without basic infrastructure. There is no approach road to the apartments. The main 60-meter wide proposed approach road in Sector 71 of Gurgaon is blocked with a huge mound of earth, and a sewage treatment plant and a garbage dump is what their daily eyesore is. Oineetom Ojha reports.
We are at one of the poshest projects of Gurgaon. Everything inside looks perfect. Just that the infrastructure outside is what none of these residents here ever expected. This is because they have paid all their external development charges, but the Huda authorities did very little. So let us now listen from the residents themselves. Sir, first coming to you, I can see that the main approach to your property is blocked.
When we moved here, we are assured that a sector road is going to pass through in front of our gate. That will be a mere artery to our condominium for coming and going out. But we found that almost I moved here back more than 14 months here. But we could see no improvement, no work in progress so far. Some of our residents made a very deep follow-up with the government. When they go to some government offices, they simply wash the hand. You go to Tahsildar, you go to Patwari, you go to district magistrate. So our poor people from one pillar to one pillar going with some file and paper.
What kind of external development charges have you paid till
I
date?
think
Since
so.
when?
Approximately every flat owner would have paid close to 6,75,000 rupees as EDC charges, and we have close to 800 odd flats, which is close to 48 crores that you would have put into the government kitty of their treasury. But I guess that in the name of EDC, they're just making fool of the population which is living around. As they only clear the land for the builders to construct, but there's no infra support. In the name of infra, they're just fooling people. They're taking them for a ride, and they don't support them in terms of basic amenities like providing water connections, power backups, electricity. Roads are in a mess, including the national highway, which has just been declared as Sona Road. NH 248-8 has been declared as. And waterlogging during rains, connecting Rajiv Chowk to Sona and Alwar, which is waterlogging on at least 18 meters of the road, which is a 6-lane highway. It's in a mess. Speed breakers, no signals, and no electricity to the route to these apartments as well. So it's in a great mess, and it's high time that somebody takes the ownership and nails somebody for their job which they are doing. And somebody has to sign personal indemnities as a government officer and make themselves liable for this kind of infra support that they are giving. That's what I'd like to sum it up with.
I'm coming to you about the security issues here, the street lighting and all. So
Yeah, there is no street lighting when we cross the road towards Faisalpur. And because of that, there is no security also. When we go outside at about 7 p.m. onwards, there are no lights. So it's very difficult to ride towards Subhash Chowk and all.
yeah, and you were
So,
also mentioning
and
about
if
somebody is ill at
Yeah,
home, how difficult
if somebody is ill, like in our home, it's very difficult to drive and go to the doctor at night. It takes around 1 hour to go there. And it's very difficult for ladies and the girls to go all around after 7.
Thank you all. Thank you so much for joining me here today. So there you go. Crores of rupees paid as external development charges, but very little of civic amenities being provided by the government authorities. So maybe online payment of external development charges could be the answer to tracking where the residents' money is going and where it gets spent.